Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Hall, and this is your full supermoon reading with spiritual guidance for March 9th through the 23rd, 2020. Our full moon is in Virgo, the sign of wellness and self-care, with strong influences coming in from Neptune, which is the planet of dreams and delusions, and Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and abundance and philosophical truth. The supermoon is basically amplifying all of the energy of this full moon, making for potentially high emotions and sensitivity, and perhaps triggering deep emotional self-knowledge. This moon cycle is a powerful time for illuminating deep inner truth and for self-realization, especially where our health and inner balance are concerned. We may feel guided to put particular attention on addressing any repeated lifestyle patterns that need changing, upgrading, or healing in an effort to increase our emotional, spiritual, or physical health. Specifically, if you notice the presence of fear, guilt, or past self-pity influencing any of your life's patterns, then know that now is your time to clear and purify yourself of these past limits. Now, March 9th is also the day that Mercury goes direct after the retrograde period that began back on February 16th. Mercury retrograde's post-shadow period will thus commence and be in effect until March 29th. This means you'll have the opportunity to review the lessons of the past few weeks and to tie up any loose ends throughout this coming moon cycle. Something that supports this inner work right now is that there will be potential for us to experience some temporary challenges in the area of our perspective. However, overall, any challenges that you do meet will be great opportunities to strengthen your faith and your authenticity. Specifically, there is a potential to bump up against challenging experiences this moon cycle that cause us to retrace any of our past missteps that maybe we've seemed to make. This might cause you to feel some temporary regret or self-doubt, confusion perhaps about your path. But the great thing about an experience like this is that it will catalyze you to reach for deeper understanding. You'll meet with a powerful opportunity to take inventory of your life, taking responsibility for what you have manifested, and thus holding a greater realization of your power. This is a great time for deepening your faith, your inner strength, and rooting into honesty and authenticity in the way you interact with your life. So if you do find yourself feeling challenged in any area of life this moon cycle, hold on to self-love, patience, and understanding as you take that personal responsibility for what's going on in your life. Love yourself through life's lessons, and from this love will come great inner strength, as well as a higher perspective on the meaning of your life's arc of lessons and growth. If you find yourself facing fears this moon cycle, whether related to personal matters or fear from within the collective overculture, simply remind yourself to recenter in the peace of the present moment. Ask the angels for help in clarifying your gut feelings and intuition, so as to separate out fear-influenced thinking from the truth. This practice will be very rewarding and help you to see what is most true and important. Now, all of this raising of perspective and centering into strength and inner truth will be coinciding beautifully with the upcoming equinox. On March 20th, the equinox will bring us equal lengths of both day and night, signaling nature's shift into a new season and bringing us the energy of balance, rebirth, and renewal, starting a new chapter. This will also bring the start to the Aries season, which further supports new beginnings, which is then followed by Saturn moving into Aquarius the very next day on March 21st. Now, Saturn changes signs about every 3 years or so, so this will be an important time for shifting, particularly once again into a theme of deepened self-nourishing, focusing on well-being, and also focusing on spiritual growth and community in that spiritual growth. So with all of these powerful, beautiful shifts occurring in the cosmic energy, I think it would be great to get some deeper guidance from the angels with the help of our oracle cards. Today, in honor of the coming equinox, I'm working with the Nature's Whispers oracle cards by Angela Hartfield. Our first card is Fresh Approach. Fresh Approach. Wonderful. So this first card is definitely emphasizing the fact that yes, this is a great moon cycle for some new beginnings. The angels are really bringing us back to that idea that this is a time in your life for shifting your perspective. When you shift the way that you look at things in your life, then the things that you look at change, as the old saying goes. Or in other words, with a fresh approach or a fresh perspective on how to relate with all of the things going on in your life, that is where you're going to start seeing some really, really beautiful change coming in. So before diving in and acting, take some time to take a step back regarding anything going on in your life that is of importance to you, and take time to take inventory, to rest and observe, calling on the angels as well for guidance on where your perspective might be able to go to bring about the kinds of changes that you are praying for. Particularly, again, remembering the kinds of changes that will honor the priority of your well-being being at the top of your priority list, since that is very important right now. Everything that you create right now is going to be based on the you that you are on the journey of creating it, and your self-care and wellness will play a big role in that. Let's see what our second card has to say. We have the Seek Beauty card. Seek Beauty. The Archangel of Beauty is Archangel Jophiel. So what I'm going to do is tune into Jophiel as we receive messages regarding this particular card. As I'm tuning in with Jophiel, the first message that I'm hearing simultaneously with the word beauty is gratitude. So as you're looking for that fresh approach that we talked about, that will help to make the changes that you're praying for, look for the blessings that are in your life now. Put your focus on what it is that you have to be grateful for. The things that are beautiful, according to Archangel Jophiel, are also the things that are helping us to recognize the presence of the divine in our lives. And that's what beauty does. It is a universal signifier of the presence of the divine. Jophiel is also showing us that this card is signifying very good news for those of you who are engaging in some creative endeavors in your life right now. This card is a sign that your fresh new approach and perspective is helping to hone your perspective on what is beautiful, what is meaningful, what is divine, what there is to be grateful for, so that you may amplify and reflect that out in the world. So call upon Jophiel for any help that you would like regarding finding this new kind of perspective for your overall life's work and any other personal things going on. Let's go ahead and see what our final card has to say. We have the Ideal Course of Action card. Ideal Course of Action. I love how each of our cards today work in such a perfect storyboard, just giving us a great progression of guidance. The angels want you to know that you are being guided towards a more ideal or refined course of action than maybe you had previously had an approach to the important things going on in your life right now. As a result of changing your perspective and looking to the divine, looking to what is beautiful, inspiring, meaningful, and what you feel grateful for, this is leading you towards an even better kind of approach. It looks like we begin with perspective shift, and then we end with action steps that fall in alignment with that kind of perspective shift that's in the energy of the divine. The angels are adding in a particular message here for some of you listening. They want you to know that it's important for your life not to be all work and no play, or all seriousness and intensity and maybe no time for rest and self-care and feeling the good stuff in life. The angels are explaining that there's going to be an opportunity to really create more balance in your life by finding an ideal course of action that honors both your personal needs, your well-being, your health, and so forth, as well as maybe the goals that you want to get done. What we want is to find a happy, healthy medium between that rest and work, between gratitude and enjoying things, and also sometimes pushing us a little outside the edge of our comfort zone so that we can evolve and grow in a way that is most supportive of our good and of the creativity that we were meant to do in our lives at this time. So it looks like we have an empowering moon cycle ahead of us with many opportunities to create and manifest, and certainly to heal and change on the journey to doing so. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell below. It's always my honor to connect with you. If you'd like to stay in touch, do sign up for my newsletter where you'll also receive a free download of my self-love meditation. Also connect with me on social media, and you can visit my website sarahhall.com where you can sign up for your own personal angel reading or healing session with me, or to take one of my online angel courses. You will find all of the links for all of those things in the description below. Be sure to join me as well on Thursday, March 19th for the live airing of my podcast, Through the Eyes of the Angels, at 12:30 p.m. Eastern on Bring Me to Life Radio. I'll be discussing the role of empathy on the collective consciousness, so don't miss it. Thank you so much for watching this video again, and know until we meet again that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!